Hola! Hello, it's Yoga Hippie here. I'm also known as Christina, and welcome to my channel again. I've taken this video like so many times, so I'm not starting over. This is like my fourth try. Okay, I hope this video finds you in happy spirits. I am launching a new business on christinalong.com, and I'm going to share about it. So I'm going to make this little video to tell you all about it. So some of you may not know that I have been a photographer and had my own business a long time ago. And well, I've always been taking pictures ever since I was a kid, and mainly really enjoyed taking pictures of nature for the most part, and also some people. But when I was a kid, I had a lot of different cameras, you know, over the years. And anyway, it's just been kind of an obsession with mine. So the first camera I ever bought myself with my own money was this little Minolta, and it was my first zoom camera, and I think I was like 19, and I had this camera for like 4 years, and I saved quality stamps that I was getting at the grocery store. They're not like food stamps, they're like money stamps from years ago that you would get for purchasing groceries, you know. Then depending on how many groceries you bought, how much money you spent, you got like a little sticker, a little stamp, and you collected them in a book. And my whole goal with it, the only time I ever did this, I did it on purpose, so that I could get this Minolta camera. And I don't know, it was probably a couple $100 camera, right? And anyway, I was really excited because it had a zoom feature, and I'd never had a camera like that. And this was all film, 35 millimeter, a long time ago. Anyway, so after that, I saved my money for 2.5 years to buy a single lens reflex camera, an SLR, which has the removable lenses. And I bought a Canon Rebel with my money, and my kids were, I had a baby by then, and so my kids became my subject. And anyway, I then bought a medium format camera called a Bronica, and it had big giant square negatives. And I started a photography business with that after I had taken some pictures for a friend just for a gift, for a wedding gift. I took their engagement pictures, and she displayed them in a mat, and everybody kept asking me how much I charged for photography, and I was like, I don't do photography. So I mean, I don't charge for it. So anyway, I started a business back then, and late 1998, 99, something like that, and then closed it down in 2002 because life changed. I changed my whole life. And then whenever I sold all my gear, it was so that I could afford to leave my husband at the time. So, because I had no money, I was a stay-at-home mom. So all the money that I had received for any business that I did, which I was published, right, in some publications with an organization called Youth Front. And I used slide film. I mean, I did the whole thing, and I wrote, I don't think I wrote any articles, but they were the articles and used my pictures and hired me to take pictures of their camp, Circle C. And anyway, it was a lot of fun, and I always enjoyed it, and I was always rewarded, through accolades, but also monetarily, you know. So it's been a fun deal. But I quit when I sold my gear and left my ex-husband, and I just kind of fell off the deep end. And then some years ago, I really hadn't been taking pictures for a long time, but some years ago I bought an iPhone, and I've had iPhones ever since, and I've just continued. I started taking pictures with my phone. And so I'm launching a print shop on my website that I've been working on most of this year, and I've taken breaks from it because it's rather tedious, and then I was distracted by a man I met in Boquete. So I've been living nomadically for 7 years, and during that time I've been taking pictures of everything imaginable, and even before that, but for sure while I've been traveling and all the places that I've been and stayed and lived. So some of the places that are on my website are, I had to write notes because I kept forgetting: Mexico, Panama, Florida, South Carolina, California. Those are some of the places. Tennessee. Yeah, I can put that on here. Tennessee. And that's my home state. So these pictures are nature prints from my travels. So you can go to my website. I'm going to put the link below, christinalong.com/nature prints. But on my website link, it's going to be probably pretty close to the top link up there on the menu that you tap down. It's been live for months, but I don't get a lot of traffic to my website unless I'm talking about a lot of things that have to do with my website. So I got to figure out the SEOs. But anyway, long story short, I have been working on this. I have 60 prints posted on my website. And what makes my prints special, there's a few things. So first of all, I took them. They're all one of a kind, original prints that I took. I have watermarks on all of them on my website. And it has my name and my logo. And it's just so fun. Anyway, I have two options. Three options really, but let me explain it this way. All of them are printed on metal. And all of them are on a frame that is called a floating frame. So it has what they call a full bleed out to the very edge of the frame. And it looks like it's printed on glass. However, it's metal. And it's just so pretty. And they look like they're floating on the wall because there's like a little bracket where you can hang it. And they come ready to hang. It's real sturdy, and the bracket raises it about this far, like a half an inch off the wall. And then there's little like tabs on the back that kind of brace it up against the wall. So it looks like it's floating, and it looks like it's on glass. So it's super pretty. Makes the picture just look really amazing. And there's a description of that on my website. I'm still working on the kinks of the shop through Wix. There's some things that it doesn't do, but anyway, working it out. So I have square prints in 3 sizes and rectangle prints in 3 sizes. And we'll see what sells, right? And see where my niche ends up being. So the square ones are 4x4, 5x5, and 8x8. And then the rectangle ones start at 8x12, 12x18, and 16x24. And the other thing that makes them really special is, and the price range is from $49 to $222 for the largest one. The 16x24 is $222. But the least expensive one is $49. And if you want a special size in there that's not listed, just get a hold of me. Through my website, or you can email me at christinaleelong at gmail.com. Anyway, there's shipping's included. There's just tax added to that. They come shipped to your door probably within 2 weeks at the latest. The other thing that's really cool about it is that they are... There's some options that are just the original print from me. And then another option on some of them is what I call a painted print. And those aren't actually painted, but they are put through a little app that makes them look like they're painted. And they're just fun. I just love them. And I've seen them printed really big on the 16 by 24, and they look great. So I've also seen them printed on the tiny one, the 4x4, and it looks awesome. So there's flowers, lots of flower prints, and beach prints, mountains, and Panama, and Bamboo Castle in Panama. Now there's some really cool pictures of that property in Boquete, this little hobbit house, and you know, there's just some driftwood in Panama picture. That one I really like. There's some really cool ones. They're all very different, and they're just not your regular, I mean, well, I guess they're just unique because I took them. So anyway, I'm really proud of the pictures on there, and I hope that you'll like them, and I hope some people will order some because it would be so fun. But that's just one of the little projects that I'm working on, and I wanted to announce it and encourage you to go to my site to check it out. Even if you don't buy anything, just would love for, you know, the more people who go to my site, the better. And if you're just curious to see what I do. I used to do, you know, portraits. These are different. So my photography business before was environmental portraiture, which is outdoor photography without a flash, and I just used reflectors, and everybody was barefoot, and I gave all the girls, I did a lot of senior class portraits, you know, kids graduating seniors from high school. It was so fun, and I would give them a Gerber daisy. That's why I have this tattooed on my arm. I would give them a Gerber daisy as part of it in the pictures that would be in the picture. And then I always sent them home with those Gerber daisies. So it was just so fun. But anyway, so now all my pictures are, you know, from my travels and places I've lived since I've been traveling for the last 7 years. So I hope that you enjoy them, and tell your friends. Maybe you want to get one for your decoration of something, or maybe you've been to one of these places and you want to commemorate your visit there with one of my prints, or maybe you want to give one as a gift because they're unique and fun, and or maybe you just want to support me in my endeavors and help me be able to be this digital nomad that I'm aspiring to be. So I love you so much. I hope you're doing well, and I give you and wish you love and peace. Mwah.